Time to take a look at what's new in Warframe this week, and we'll start with the... where did I do that? I wanted to go over here. The Archon Hunt, because, well, it's not like what people expected to happen this week is going to happen, because she doesn't even have an end date yet. So this week's Archon Hunt will be Archon Nora with the Amber Archon Shard, which is a spy, followed by an interception, then obviously followed by the takedown, which means Chipper will have the Crimson Archon Shard. Yep, and there it is, don't mind if I do. Jumping straight over to the circuit, the frames available this week, it is Nidus, Octavia or Harrow, because you can of course farm for these frames on normal, or, ask me later, you can stick it onto Steel Path and get a hold of an Incarnate Genesis device, and this week would be the Lex, Magister, Boltor, Bronco or the Ceramic Dagger. But of course, remember, whichever one you choose first is the one you will receive first. Already have you. I do not remember which other one of these I actually have, but that is the one, the second one you choose is the one you will get at rank 10. Nightwave this week, elite acts will be kill a Tusk Thumper Doma in the Plains of Eidolon, that is the higher level ones. Destroy 3 Necromech Vault Guardians, just do the tier 3 vault, and 3 Necromechs will spawn in it, so you can do that in one mission. Unlock 4 Dragon Key Vaults on Deimos, much easier now, we can carry all 4 keys. Well, you could always carry all 4 keys, that was a stupid thing to say. Now you don't need a key to get in there. Kill a Tusk Thumper in the Plains of Eidolon, that can be done on normal or just free roam. That one needs to be higher level to get the Doma Thumper to turn up. That's just a normal Thumper. Complete 5 scans for Cephalon Samaris, complete 3 spy missions, and find all caches and 3 sabotage missions. They're making this harder because we're getting towards Umbra Forma territory here. And of course I'm going to completely ignore that, because it's dailies and it changes every day and lasts for 3 days. Credit offerings will have the usual in there. There is the key to enter Nihil's Obelite, this thing, and fight Nihil to get a hold of the Vitricat, the only way to get the parts for that. I'm not seeing, oh that's a shame, actually I'm not seeing any of the new helmets. Not even Stanax's, finally. I think the fact that he's brought that pretty much every week, bar 3 for the whole of round 3, was a little overkilly. Auras, there is Steel Charge. If you don't have it, that's always worth picking up. It's the only one that can go to 9 points, which obviously match the polarities will give you 18 points instead of the usual 14. Oh, and 60% melee damage, always pretty good. Physique is maximum health on your base, not modded health. Rifle Lamp is increased rifle damage by 27%, and enemy radar is 30% extra enemy radar, obviously. There is the Karak Desert Camo Skin Blueprint, the Grinlock Desert Camo Skin Blueprint, Groll's Pobla Floof, still don't see the point of those, the Saturn 6 Sigil, Wolf of Saturn 6 Sigil, there is the Wolf of Saturn 6 Emblem, remembering Sigil goes on the chest or the back, Emblem goes on the arms. There is the Dark Sword Blueprint to build the actual Dark Sword. The Glaive, always, if you do not have it, worth picking up. The Prime version obviously better, but the standard Glaive may do a little less damage, but you can also dual wield it with a single-handed pistol, making it slightly better. The Dark Dagger Blueprint, kind of, I'd love to see. To be fair, it already exists. The Jaw Sword Blueprint is also in here, and in case you're wondering what I was saying, I was going to say dual wielding Dark Swords and dual wielding Dark Daggers. Technically it exists, but you dual wielding both of them. Augments, there's the Super Augment that increases accuracy while aiming. There is the Maylock Augment that is 200% multi-shot and 66% damage, having to do this again because I said that backwards, and Volt's Electric Shield Augment. Of course, if you have Helmut's Invigoration segment, that will also have reset, but it is different for everybody. Just remember to go in and have a look to see what yours is this week, because obviously, being different for everybody, you may have some decent ones, maybe some rubbish ones, but always worth keeping an eye on, because every 10th mutates and allows you to put it on any frame you currently have equipped. And lastly, jumping in to see what Teshin has for the Steel Path on her store this week, and well, that's a huge surprise, because this week, don't know what that was, but it is the Umbra Forma this week, the Umbra Forma blueprint, and it's the only way to get a hold of the Umbra Forma blueprint, so always worth coming in and getting one of these if you do run a lot of Steel Path outside of Duviri, because inside of there, they don't drop Steel Essence. You can get 25 Steel Essence once for the entire Steel Path circuit. That's kind of insulting. They really should change that, but whether they do or not is down to a lot of other factors, and to be fair, that's the least of their problems right now. And with that, we'll leave this off here. Thanks for watching, and I'll catch you next time.